Mhm. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Just taking one last sip of tea here. Give me just a moment. Welcome. We're finding peace together. The 89th live stream in a row. That's right, 89 mornings we have found peace together. I'm excited you're here. This is a quote from a guy that seems to be a kind of a universal thing, and well, we may learn something about how we fool ourselves. This guy, Ludwig Wittgenstein, probably not saying his last name right, he's a philosopher. He was born in the late 1800s. He said something interesting like, nothing is so difficult as not deceiving oneself. Nothing is so difficult as not deceiving oneself. There's another guy, Richard Feynman, well-respected scientist. He said, the first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. Well, these guys seem to be onto something. A lot of people look up to them and think that their thinking is on target, and both of them are concerned with fooling ourselves. So I've taken that to heart, and I've done two things I'd like to talk about today so that I can at least have a fighting chance at noticing when I'm fooling myself. The first one is my Sunday night check-in. I've got a standard format in one of my black and white speckled notebooks, and every Sunday evening I sit down and I notice certain things about the past week and about my plans for the coming week. I ask questions about my physical health, emotions and meaning, community and relationships, my career, calling, finance, and spirit. And I just spend a few minutes with each of those and notice what's going on, what happened during the week in these areas of my life. And then I, every once in a while, go back through these weekly check-ins. And well, I'll just tell you one thing I've noticed. Just about every week it says, I've got to exercise more and I've got to eat less. Okay. Now, I could fool myself and thinking, oh, I'm eating healthy. Oh, I'm getting out most days and walking, usually to my goal. But with these weekly check ins, and when I am honest with myself, I can say, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not getting the results that I desire. And so I'm not going to fool myself that this extra bit of something to eat, or, oh, it's okay if I skip a day. Um, I just notice in those weekly check ins when I am fooling myself, not focusing on the outcome I desire. And then I can choose something different. Another way that I avoid, or at least try to avoid fooling myself, is engaging in tasks where I am learning from someone or teaching someone, or maybe I put myself in a situation where I'm being coached. Because if I choose wisely the person I'm learning from and the person maybe that I'm being coached with, if I choose wisely, they will give me a hint. They'll notice when I'm maybe fooling myself a little bit, and they'll give me a nudge. And the best ones are people that um, let me figure it out on my own rather than just saying, hey, Jeff, you're fooling yourself. Okay. They allow me to learn. So I've got my weekly check ins, which is me checking in with myself and regularly engaging in situations where I am coached or that I'm learning something where fooling myself will be easily exposed. You may know some folks that go through life and they are fooling themselves. They say they are this or they are that. And you notice that that really isn't true. The toughest time to notice it is when it is ourself. So how do we make this practical? Just gave you two ways. One is to be learning something, do something new, let someone else give you feedback, and do a regular check-in and be honest with yourself. Is your goal to be at a certain weight, but each week you say, I'm going to do better, I'm going to do better? Well, maybe that's an opportunity to make some changes and be real and not fool ourselves. And when we're not fooling ourselves, we can notice what's real and be at peace with it. So, let's step into this simultaneous peace now. The peace that's in, around, and throughout all. It's here to be noticed. It can't go anywhere because it doesn't have anything to do with space. It doesn't dissipate, get bigger or smaller, or we don't have to wait until tomorrow for it because it's got nothing to do with time. Just notice the peace that's in, around, and throughout all. That's right. And I invite you, as you go through your day, you can notice how this peace changes how you meet people, how you face, live, be with the situations of your day. Just allow this peace to be with you, as you, throughout your day. I do hope this serves you. And I will talk with you tomorrow.